Now everybody, I'm Dan and welcome to a walk and talk. Okay, just going to do a little bit of a walk and talk. Been a while. I have a new toy. You're wondering why the angle is a bit different, because I now have the DJI Osmo 7P gimbal. You will hear all about my complaints about my OM4 when I actually post the next two videos up, which is from the Natural History Museum and the Science Museum. What I will explain why I've upgraded now. I'm going to get all this out of the way before I show you my surroundings properly. Is quite literally I can pass through charge on my phone, through the old gimbal. I can do it on this one, fine. But what happens is when I was using my DJI mic receiver, in the back of the phone and doing pass through that receiver, it was literally catching the cable because it goes straight on the back of the receiver. If they placed it anywhere else, fine. Wouldn't have hit the arm on the gimbal at all. But it was setting the gimbal to go skyrocket and all sorts, and it was having so much trouble tracking me and behaving. This one seems to be behaving. The app also kept crashing. With this, I can use my native camera app. I'm using the Gimbal app to make sure it works. I can use my native camera app because I've got the AI module. I also now have a fill light, which I'm not going to use. The cable is a lot better because I can charge straight from the gimbal through the AI module on a much shorter, freer cable than I could on the OM4. So I'm going to get rid of that. But my favourite party trick now is, I hope to God I've turned tracking off, because this will not work if tracking is engaged. So if there's a pause in why it doesn't do its magic trick, that's why. Ta-da! I can just spin the camera around now. I don't need to worry. If I guys want to show you something, like say, that magnificent plant there, I can. Also, I've just noticed that bit of graffiti over there. Also, fun thing, I've got a spin wheel now to zoom, so if I can zoom in on that, like that, and then spin back out, so much easier. I can do it one-handed, but it's a bit awkward with the fact I've got a brolly in my hand. And now we're back to me. I've just got to remember to deactivate, activate tracking every time I try and do this. Also, this gimbal, unlike the other one, has a selfie stick built in. So I can literally just, oh, Mr. Chew's closed down, I think. We'll get over there in a bit. Yes, it's got a selfie stick in it, so I can, once I've steadied my thing, give myself a little bit more range. Yeah, it makes the phone a little bit heavier to hold if you are, well, not all that strong. I'm not all that strong myself, really. My arms aren't all that great. But I can give you guys a lot more perspective of stuff. I think I need to turn the follow speed up on the gimbal. But other than that, that is it. And oh my God, are we going to have the same thing we had last time when I was vlogging out in Hull and it started chucking it down? Because I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. No, one minute, I didn't turn tracking off. Not if you guys can see this or not. That mist on the river. All of that. I think is heading this way. But also with this gimbal and the AI module, I keep saying AI module, I'm just going to call it the module. The AI tracking is mainly so it will track me while I'm literally in my native camera app if needs be. The hell is that noise? Don't know if you can hear that on the mic or not, but yeah. That's happened twice now. I think it's just like a general alarm going off. Oh yeah, that ship right there is the Arctic Corsair. That's currently awaiting its new home on a dry dock on High Street just off the River Hull. yeah, that's what's been going on. You will literally hear in the next 2 videos me complaining about my old gimbal. But this one seems to be working a whole lot better now. Downstairs I can't see what's behind me all that great. But you guys got a much wider angle now, so I can probably go, look at that building over there. You see that building? That's right behind me. Maybe. I don't really know, but at least if I want to show you guys it properly, I can now just do that. Wicked boom. Shabam. Shabooby, shabam, ladam. I do really, really love this gimbal. I love new tech. And I'm actually loving this gimbal. I love having to use a much wider angle now. The DJI Mimo app seems to be actually behaving for me now that I've got an upgraded system. Okay, right. Lordland building. Okay. Let's have a quick potter around the outside of it. Okay, so this is the main building where the offices and stuff all used to be. This building became abandoned in the 1970s. It opened in the 1940s. So in all honesty, it wasn't open that long in comparison to the other docks. This is Albert Dock. I'm on, I think Albert Dock is right there. This is St Andrews Dock. Yeah, this is St Andrews Dock. That's the dock right there. Literally, this is where I've seen pictures, old pictures. I'll try and track them down. I'll put them in the video right now as B-roll. A lot of ships just scattered around this. Right now, it's got loads of trolleys in it. And this is... Let's see if I can actually do something with this gimbal now. So you got to bear with me. I just tilt you guys back up. And then that's as extended as I can. Some form of like drone shot. So you guys can see what I mean. Don't know why I'm shouting up to that. I've got the microphone on. So you can see what I mean about this whole thing. So that was just full of boats in like the 50s, 60s. And now it's just full of weeds and reeds and trolleys and bikes. And all sorts of other things just scattered around in there, you know? It's bizarre. Well, a lot of like little berries. I don't know if these things are edible or not. I'll show you them. Like these things. Are these things edible? I never actually knew if these things are edible or not. But they're growing out of the dock. There is a guy, there's a plaque over there, but there is a guy fishing, so I kind of want to leave him be. But we can go... Oh yeah, I was going that way. Oh yeah, that building there is the pump house. The guy is sat in one of the doorways sheltering while he's fishing. So I'll go like stick the gimbal through one of the doorways and stuff. Yeah, I have watched so many reviews on this gimbal and how to use it and everything, so I knew full well. I just never had the answer on, will it automatically track me when I spin it back around? Now I have the answer, and I've not seen this anywhere. I've seen people even ask on Reddit about it, okay? It's going to take 4 clicks of the trigger for it to do it, okay? If you're in the Mimo app, it will work fine. Not too sure because you can't trigger the tracking on the module via the trigger on the gimbal itself. So you literally have to do the signs, the gestures to get it to track you every time. So you're vlogging something, you turn the camera back on yourself. You've got to do the peace sign or the hand gesture, whichever one it is. I don't like using them. I actually have them turned off. So you have to do that every time. So you gotta turn yourself around, do the gesture, carry on with your vlog, just so it tracks you every time. I'm using the Mimo app, so it just does it automatically. So if you buy one of these, I know they've been out for like 8 months, you need to do 4 clicks every time. Well, depending on which camera you face, let's say we're doing it like now, okay? If I want to spin you back around, it's 1 click to deactivate the tracking, 3 to spin it around. Okay, and if you want to do it your way, 3 to spin it around, 1 to activate tracking. So, deactivate tracking, 3, spin around. Because here we are. This is where we're going to go. Ooh, okay, there's a bit of a warning. I'm going to fine for £1,000 for going in there. So, I do not have £1,000. Breaking news. It's Aaron Partner's been here. Oh God, a whole bunch of bad graffiti on there. But yeah, I'm not actually going to go in here because I don't have a death wish. But Urban Explorers and everything go in here. There's like 3 stories. Yeah. 1, 2, and then if you count the ground floor, 3. 3 stories. So yeah, that's what it's like in here. For the graffiti. I'll show you another place in a few minutes. That has I came through the subway, which is through that gap right there, and went underneath Clive Sully. I can't tell if that's I can't remember if that's Clive Sully or Roger Millwood Way. I've always known it as Clive Sully, but I know they changed part of it to be the name of a KR rugby player years ago, and I can't remember which section of the road it is. I think it's more in town, Mighton Bridge way on by Humber Street. I think it's there. You have to watch your step because there's loads of like broken bike bits and stuff. Let's plonk you in here. Pigeons all live in here. Wow. I've never actually properly I've come through here quite a fair bit because I normally cycle and cut straight down that way. Oh, I'll give this brolly something, it's handy for pointing. There's also this bit here. Used to be a well of some description here. No idea what. It's the old roof. Here's another door. Okay, I may have to. Oh, okay. Okay, that's the zoom. Bear with me. The light on? The light's on. Okay, gimbal lights on. I was not expecting Bart Simpson to be in here. Oh, God. That's full of water. That is full of water down there. I don't know what this was for. Was it this was the old pump house? I believe this was the old pump house. I may be completely wrong. But yeah. Ooh, I was trying to keep my voice down in there because reverb. I was just chatting to the fisherman who was sat in this doorway up here. He's just left. Been here since 6:30 this morning. It's now currently 20 to 1, and he has been sat in this doorway fishing there and hasn't caught a single bloody thing. Oh, that smells of urine. Oh, how could he sit in there? Poor lad, poor guy. Yeah, this is part of the Trans-Pennine Trail, by the way, if you want to cycle from here to Liverpool. That's the Humber, so obviously you start over that way. Coldplay are sadly playing all the way over that side of the city tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, so you start all the way over in Eastall, you want to get to Liverpool cycling, or even walking it that way. Many a mile that way. Now the old chap's gone from fishing. Yeah, Albert Dock scheme phase 1, structured 1997 to 1999. Over the 2nd December 1999, and Councillor J.P. Doyle. Okay, so I'm assuming the areas outlined on this map lie below the level of the highest tides without defences like these provided by the scheme. Oh, it's the flood defence scheme. It's literally These walls, flood defense, they line vast majority of the river and such. And I think I saw someone walk over that rickety ass bridge about half an hour ago while I've been here. And I would not do that in the slightest. Because that's the River Humber right there. And that's the former entrance to the dock. It's literally just up here. So this is part of the flood defences. Oh, you can walk over. You weren't supposed to because there's actually a busted ass fence there. See, someone's broken the fence off. You can go around as a troll. Oh man, what are you telling me? New Gimbal telling me stuff. There is a trawler. Why tracking on? Get off. There's a behave. There's a trawler memorial right there. You remember that rain I said was coming in? There it is. There it is. I have come prepared. Also, there's a shopping centre right over there, so I can head to there. I have come prepared. I have a brolly. This is a bit of a new sensation. Walking like this with a brolly, this is new. Where the bloody hell is the bit I was trying to find? The brolly is going to pop in and out of frame every now and again. There's a bit with the mooring lines. Where is it? I think it must be further up that way. There's two women just walking ahead of me. They started running in this direction because of the rain. They clearly got 2 coffees and decided to come back this way. And they started arguing amongst themselves going, whose bright idea was this to come this way? I'm trying to find the... There it is. I found it now. I start doing like a little ramble thing and then I find the thing I was looking for. So this is right here. Yeah, the old mooring lines. There's another one there, look. Those boats would come in here. I believe this would have been maybe a lock or a bridge of some description to get over into the river here. Not the river, into the river that way, into the dock this way. I'll get my surroundings correct first. Yeah, literally, I got this far. This is where it is. See here. See, this is one of the corners of the dock, right here. And this has been sitting here since the 70s, undeveloped. The Lordland building itself has been set on fire so many times over the decades. Like I said, 1970s, and it's now 2025. A lot of people here, and I don't like it, I really don't. I'm a futurist, I like the future. Claim this all should be preserved and stuff. I don't think so. I don't think it's in operation all that long, in all honesty. Yeah, Albert Dock, which is over there. I think that's Albert Dock. Yeah, fine. Keep it. It's a working dock. Fine. Get a bus service going for the shopping centre. The, shopping field over there. Arcade. Whatever the freak it's called. And then just have this all redeveloped. Maybe in a housing. Maybe extend that. Fill this in. Enough so it doesn't sink when you build on it. Because that's why that shopping area got redeveloped. I'll go into that when I get over there. I remembered now why I reversed the direction of the scroll wheel. So I can zoom like this. Duck! Quang! I thought it was a bird up the top. It's not. It's something. I don't even think it's a letter. I don't even think it's a letter. I'm getting blown by the wind right now. The wind seems to have stopped a fair bit. I think these are old offices. Believe. I don't actually know the full history of this place. I like to explore and find things out this is what I like doing since I got, well, I like doing it before I got diagnosed, and I just thought I'll keep going. I need to literally read up on the history some more of places to research, but it's retaining the information, and I'm unmedicated for my ADHD. I've been raw dogging it this entire time. Oh look, yeah, wrong way. Umber Bridge, look, Umber Bridge. Gimbal bouncing because the always the brolly is hanging off my wrist, and as I'm trying to use the gimbal, it's blowing it every light left, right, and centre. Although the wind has died down now. You can see the sun kind of coming in now behind me. So clouds are clearing. It's not going to be too great, but they're clearing. This is all part of the old dock as well, because obviously these walls didn't used to be here. And these are part of the flood defences, which again go all the way down to yon end of East Hull. So, not entirely sure what this was for. Maybe it was an old platform for offloading ships. But that's another part of the works there, maybe. Not too sure. Well, I suppose while I'm just pottering around right now, I might as well get into the where I've been type thing. Literally, since my diagnosis, I've been struggling massively with my own mental health. I've felt so rotten to the core about all the stuff I've put people through and stuff in years, being flaky and stuff like that. Now I'm well aware of what that type of thing has been, but it's still not made me feel great. I've been, yeah, I had 3 years of kind of mourning on this journey to find out about my ADHD. But I think I was expecting maybe inactivity or hyperactivity, not both. And I think I had a massive thing of executive dysfunction last night, where I was trying to cook some rice and my brain was just not letting me work out the measurements for water I needed at all. I just could not work it out. And it broke me. I started crying. And I'm not, well, you know, I don't shy away from crying. I should never shy away from needing to cry. At all. Never. Oh, is Mr. Chew's actually still open? See, there's lights on. Because I don't want to film people eating. Yeah, I think it's still open. I'll find out when I get past that barrier there. Ah, crapsicle, I forgot I was going to go to the Fisherman Memorial over there. Do I still do it, or do I just... I'll save it for another time, I'll come back. All I'll say, I haven't got long, I'm out on my own for a little bit. I have to go get bread for a start. I'll just look at the views of the river. I just wanted to like give you guys while we're walking. Yeah, it's murky and brown, and that's Lincolnshire over there. Barton, etc. Grimsby over there, down that way. Immingham. Immingham docks are massive. That's one of the things about the Lord Line area and this dock. It was literally just abandoned after our fishing industry died in the 70s, basically. Yeah, my brother worked on the Tesla charging ports. Only ones of those I've seen in Hull. Bizarre. Yeah, my brother was a trawlerman when he was younger. But yeah, when that all started happening, all of this area started getting redeveloped. So all of this used to be a dock itself. This is why it's called St Andrew's Quay. Well, all this got redeveloped, I think in the early 90s, because there used to be a cinema right where Curry's is, called UCI. I believe it was a chain. Chain went bust, but this one here had to be demolished because this whole area started sinking. Yeah, it wasn't structurally sound because the dock that they built on, it started sinking. So all of this got rebuilt and we lost one of like our greatest favourite cinemas. I saw Jurassic Park in that cinema and one of the Thunderbird movies, not the live action one of the actual original puppety ones. Yeah, we've got a pizza road. There used to be a Frankie and Benny's right there. That closed down. It's a shame. I loved going there for my birthday. We've got curries, furniture shops, pets at home, inflatable ball parks. That's new. Tell I've not been around here in a while. Look at the view. Got Sailmaker's Pub up there. I'm going to go see if I can grab a drink from somewhere, but not the pub. Look at the view. I think it's starting to rain again. Okay, remember guys, with this gimbal, with the OM7P, if you want to track yourself, 1, 2, 3, spin, trigger the track. Okay? That's how you do it on this. I've probably got a lot of headroom. There is the ability to reframe myself if I was literally facing the other way. If I was using the back camera to film myself, but I'm not. It'd be great because I can't really, I can just, do that type of thing, but it's probably going to keep me not in frame. I'm loving this gimbal so far. Not a problem. A lot easier to use like the first bunch of times than it was for literally using the other one. Oh! Bird spotting! There you go, if you want to spot birds here, there's information of common whitethroat. Yeah, if you want a bird spot, there's none on that bush right now, but if you want a bird spot, you can do. Yeah. So this has been it, really. I say you've been on the top end of this selfie stick attachment the entire time while I've been walking and talking around here. There's the McDonald's and stuff. I was going to go looking curries, but I can't be bothered. I also don't know what time it is. Let me check the time. I pressed stuff on the gimbal. We're 10 track enough. It's going at 1 o'clock. I've been out about an hour and a half. So, I'm going to do... Did I 10 track enough? I don't know. No, I didn't. Okay, tracking is on. I'm fine, it is tracking me. That's cool. Is it? It's not tracking me. Tracking? Do you want to track me? I don't think he's doing that great job of tracking me, honestly. 1, 2, 3. Recenter. Okay, so I went right twice. As I see my tracking's on. Maybe it's because I've got it extended, it's not doing the tracking all that well, because now it's tracking me. Okay. Work in progress, we're working with things here, okay? We're trying. It's tracking me now. Okay, so. Yeah, this whole, not this fencing, what you're currently stood on right now, is part of the flood defence scheme from March 2022. So this has been open, these have been like about 3 years now. Yeah, I'm going to get going. I'm going to go off to go get bread and a drink. Thank you all so much for listening to me ramble. Look forward to the next 2 videos. Those were kind of eye-openers for my ADHD and stuff. First time being out properly. I got overwhelmed, got stimulated. I've started to address accessibility needs when I'm visiting places now, when I'm vlogging. So I went and did those first so I could get a bit of a backlog and then make this vlog. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching and listening to me ramble. Thank you so much. If you liked it, hit like button, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Tracking off. Toodaloo. Shooby dooby doo, dooby dooby. Oh, yeah, one more thing. You can see just how tall the actual wind turbine, because that's the Siemens factory down there. Yes, Hull can make wind turbines. That's how tall they are. You should wait until you see the ship appear to pick them up. It's amazing.